Let me be very honest. Whenever I come to Varanasi, I feel like an honor. That's the exact feeling. Like a king, honor. This is the place of Vishwanatha, Kala Bhairava. Nityam Advitiyam Ishta Daivatam Niranjanam. Kala Bhairava, the space of eternal Advaita. Advitiyam Ishta Daivatam Niranjanam. This is Anandavana, this place. Whenever I land in this place, just Kundalini goes crazy. My Kundalini itself. And where it is, I don't know. It goes for... And the energy, the body radiates. So healthy it feels. The whole inner space and the... So literally the word Anandavana is true. That is why this place melts away all the karmas. Please understand. Yesterday evening, I can say late evening, we were all having night out with Ganga. In a boat, we all went to be with Ganga. It was so nice. And we did the formal Kashi Yatra, which you are supposed to do from Asi to Varuna. That is called Kashi Pradakshina, means going around. All the IA participants, don't worry, you will also be doing that in next few days. And we were doing Rudrabhishekam. After the Rudrabhishekam, I myself performed Rudrabhishekam. For the Shivalinga which is supposed to go to Seattle, the deity I energized and did the Rudrabhishekam. After the Rudrabhishekam, I told our Swami to put that flowers and milk into Ganga. I saw the moment he poured that flowers and milk into Ganga, some 30-40 bhutas holding that, only very little fell on the Ganga. These fellows were holding and running, sprinkling here, there, that milk and that flowers. I was wondering what these fellows are doing. They are all Ganga cleaners. They were all the conscious cleaners of Ganga. They serve Mahadeva, means Kalbhairava. They serve Kalbhairava, helping Kalbhairava to keep Ganga spiritually clean. There are few places where some of the worst sinners have taken bath. These fellows are taking that milk and sprinkling in all those ghats, those areas. Only in Varanasi, the bhutas and pretas have a right to enter into an enlightened master's energy field. Otherwise, they cannot enter my field. They will be liberated. The moment they enter my energy field, they will be liberated. But in Kashi, they serve Mahadeva, Kalbhairava. So they are all like Ishvara Kotis. Kalbhairava allowed them to be in that Sarira. So they never harm anybody, they only serve. It is such a... Bhutas and Pretas means the people who leave the body before the time they were supposed to leave the body. And in Kashi, these fellows get a special opportunity to serve Mahadeva, serve Kalbhairava, for keeping the place clean, like scavengers, and kicking out the unwanted fellows out of Varanasi. The fellows who are not qualified to be in Varanasi, they kick them out. And people who are supposed to be in Varanasi, they bring them here. It is like a cleaning and security job these bhutas and pretas do. In Varanasi, the whole Kashi is celebrating. Understand that. The whole Varanasi is celebrating. All the gods, goddesses, Shiva Ganas, Shiva Bhutas, Shiva Bhaktas, all of them are celebrating. I can only say, get ready to have the best spiritual blast. And anything else I say, you may think marketing, and I don't want you to have that cheap word marketing for Varanasi. I tell you, this is the most fascinating city in the world. Here, cows, bulls, dogs, beggars, dead bodies, snakes, all of us have to literally scratch each other while we walk, and that is the way we can survive. That's the only way we can survive. You will see the dead body cloth will be touching your body while you are walking. Bulls and cows, literally scratching them, their itching or irritation on you, you can see. And dogs, but none of them hurt each other. It is like a literal miniature cosmos. Miniature cosmos, none of them hurt each other. They all live together in such a small place, that main Varanasi. Main Varanasi is the place. They all live together. It's a tradition that bulls don't hurt here anybody. And the lizard will not make sound. The eagle will not fly on this Varanasi. And any flower you bring inside the Varanasi, it will not have smell. Any flower. Because all smell belongs to Kal Bhairava. That's a tradition. Sometimes people think, the stupid fellows think, seeing my devotion to Kashi, all this, they think, he speaks so logically, all great principles like Advaita and all that. Why is he so irrational and superstitious about all this Kashi and this, that? I want to tell those stupid fellows, the real me is my love and devotion and belief and faith in all these, what you call as simple things. Touching every stone in every street corner in Vishwanatha temple in Kashi, and every day sprinkling Ganga, sitting with Ganga. I'll be more happy to do all this than anything else. I tell you, this is real Nityananda. Even some of our own devotees were not able to digest. In the Kashi, whenever any stone, any pillar, any post I see, I'll do namaskar. Oh, Vishwanatha, Vishwanatha. Because this city is not built out of stone or pillar or pole or any construction material. This whole city is built out of all our intense, sincere, sacred sentiments. Intense, sincere, sacred sentiments. This whole Varanasi is built on sacred sentiments. That is why Ramakrishna says it is a golden city. We were publishing a special issue on inner awakening in sacred places, Varanasi and Haridwar. In that my editor, she has written about Manikarnika Ghat, saying that this is the largest crematorium ground and all that, and people burn their near and dear ones' dead bodies here, believing that they will directly go to heaven or liberation. I immediately called and, what do you mean? What do you mean by saying believing people will reach the heaven or liberation? I told her, put it in affirmative and put my name as authority. Anybody burnt here are liberated immediately. Mahadeva appears and initiates them, liberates them. This is Avimukta Kshetra, never forsaken, never given up. Avimukta Kshetra. Varanasi is literally like a cosmos. If you understand it, it is most fascinating. You will see such a beautiful order in the chaos. If you don't, you will see so much of chaos even in the order. If you don't understand, it will be frustrating. If you understand, this will be the most fascinating city. And I think next 21 days I am not going to speak anything other than the glory of Varanasi. I don't think anything will even come up in my mind or in my inner space. I can't say mind because I don't have mind. At least my inner space. I am going to be only speaking about Varanasi, Varanasi, Varanasi. Vishwanatha, Vishwanatha, Vishwanatha. This city is older than history itself, and far older than legends itself, and still most fascinating. If you are watching me, I tell you, just come. I know, even now, it is not too late. Get up and be here. I know you may be thinking, oh, every time Swami does like this same thing. He goes to Kailash and says, get up and come. And he goes to Varanasi and says, oh, it is so nice here, please come. Anyhow, inner awakening in Varanasi is too much. Varanasi itself is too much. Inner awakening is too much. And inner awakening in Varanasi, too much. After the marriage with Parvati, Mahadeva wants to stay with all the Ganas and Ganapati, Subramanya and everyone. It's a large, beautiful community. So they all decided and chose this place, Varanasi, and settled down here. Then after that only Ganga came and had darshan of Mahadeva. Varanasi was older than Ganga. At that time, this place is called Anandagandha, Anandavana. And the word Anandagandha is used in our whole spiritual literatures only once. By Adi Shankara, when he sings about Vishwanatha, in Vishwanatha Ashtaka, he sings, that time he uses the word Anandagandha. And at those days it was called Anandavana. Then after the Ganga came and had darshan of Mahadeva, Varuna and Asi joined, it became Varanasi. I think maybe one of my longest stays in this body in Varanasi is this next 25 days. I'll be here in Varanasi 25 days. Nothing much to tell other than Hara Hara Mahadev. It's a place to freak out. That's the truth. No, really. It's a place for spiritual freaks. Actually, I can only define me as a spiritual freak. Now, that is the definition of Paramahamsa. Paramahamsa means spiritual freak. That's a right translation of the word Paramahamsa. So this is the place to freak out. All the spiritual freakers gather here. The meaning of that word Shivagana is nothing but spiritual freaks. This is the place where spiritual freaks gather. This is not Vaikuntha, this is Kailasa. This is Mahadeva's community, Varanasi. Of course, Vishnu also is here, but he also becomes one of the Shivaganas and spiritual freaks. Even Vishnu applies Vibhuti and becomes a spiritual freak here. Here even Devi worships Mahadeva. Anandavana. Here even death is a liberation and celebration. Even death is a liberation and celebration. Among the 7 Jivan Mukti Kshetras, this is the foremost. Kashi is the foremost Jivan Mukta Kshetra. Anandavana, where even now Mahadeva relaxes and enjoys his own inner space and glory, does Ananda Dandava. Celebrates his own existence. How, when you are in high mood, you take a selfie and put it in the Facebook. Same way, Vishwanatha is a selfie of Mahadeva. Vishwanatha and Kalabhairava is selfie of Mahadeva. Because he was such an ecstasy, he took a selfie and posted it to all of us. That is Vishwanatha and Kalabhairava. And for all the inner awakening participants who arrived here one day early. I have a special surprise for you guys. Today I am going to take you guys to Ganga. Program starts tomorrow only, but today a personal, intimate time with Ganga. Be ready here in the same hall around, the hall will not be available, but outside around 4:30. The organizers will announce the time. Please all of you gather. We will have a beautiful time with Ganga and Ganga Aarti. I was having some other plans, but I decided to accommodate and spend time with you guys. This is a special gift from Ganga Ma to all of you for coming one day early. I know organizers and all may not be able to come. They will have to be preparing for tomorrow everyone to, I know they will be already crying, oh God, tomorrow there is so much to be done. And but you guys have to cooperate, the daytime, you guys finish everything required for all the formalities, registration, everything. You all finish and be ready to have time with Ganga and the Master in the evening. First human being who started thinking is Kapila, and he lived in Varanasi. His samadhi is in Varanasi. He had his enlightenment, education, everything here, and his samadhi is in Varanasi. He is the founder of our Akada, Mahanirvani Akada. And from Kapila, the unbroken thought current chain of eternal spiritual flow is available. Still, he himself is alive here. Vishwanatha is alive here. You will be surprised and shocked to know the devotion of Varanasi Vasis, Kasi Vasis towards Vishwanatha. See, it's like a local people will always take the deity and temple for granted. But only here you will see, you will be shocked, the devotion the Kashi Vasis, the localites carry, Kashiites carry for Vishwanatha. He is a lifeline for them. He is a lifeline for them. The essence of today's satsang is Varanasi. Varanasi, the place of Anandavana, blissful forest and place of spiritual freaks.